bubble wrapping our students, that campuses, universities are bubble wrapping our kids. They're preventing them from having adversity and discomfort. Why do you think adversity and discomfort is healthy for students?
Well, I think, you know,
are healthy.
I think, you know, Yale University was born out of intellectual friction. You know, Enlightenment ideas came from...
Got a problem with, you didn't like the tactics here. Let's play the video, watch a little bit of this, and then I want you to explain what's going on here.
Yes, ma'am. Verbally harass him and insult him and call for his job, which eventually they were able to push him out of the college. Wow. He's still a professor, but he doesn't have that current position anymore.
Wow. All right, if you want to read his op-ed, it's in New York Post.
He's down in Florida. As you know, Fox News contributor, Secret Service guy, he's got a great book out.
No taxes in the sunny state.
Yeah, you're lucky, Mr. Bongino.
Why are you taking the easy way out?
Good morning to you.
Yeah, I thought that you were going to focus on is when she came out and talked about how this whole thing launched. There was no spying, she said. There were two things that happened in the late summer of 2016. The first, of course, is the FBI gets the predication, courtesy of loose-lip George Papadopoulos, which starts the Russia investigation. We learned about the possibility that there's someone on the Trump campaign coordinating with Russia. George Papadopoulos, an unpaid advisor who's met the president once, somehow meets by chance with a professor that we can't find anymore, Joseph Mifsud, and then he meets by chance with Ambassador Downer, and that launches this?
Okay, let's debunk these two things right away. This New York Times story, which addresses these 2 points, which is supposed to be some kind of effort to gaslight everyone and make you believe what happened didn't happen, actually says it happened. The New York Times story, if you read it, which most people didn't, they just read the headline, which is a Pravda-like propaganda effort, says no evidence of spying. It then goes on, if you read the story later on, to say how the FBI spied and put spies in the campaign. Now, it uses euphemisms in the euphemism game to call spies like, all kinds of fancy names like FBI employees, FBI informers. Guys, there's informers, there's spies in the common use of the language, and the New York Times story confirms it. As for Mifsud, if this whole case started with Mifsud, this professor, who was allegedly a Russian agent, and the best you can do in the New York Times story is show that Papadopoulos wasn't colluding with a Russian agent, but at least he wasn't an FBI-specific informant. If this is your best face forward, you're in a world of trouble. And one more thing in that story that people missed. Again, this is the best face the New York Times has. They acknowledged they didn't vet Steele appropriately, and they interviewed his sources in January of 2017, and still went on to renew the FISA 3 times, despite acknowledging his sources were garbage. Keep in mind, this is their best version of events, the New York Times. That's why Lisa Page is panicking.
She also says she doesn't think her texts are too political.
Right, after she said insurance policy.
Read them yourself.
I know.
Listen, folks, disregard that completely. Read the text yourself about smelling the Walmart support for Trump, and you tell me if they're political with a straight face or not.
All right, Dan Bongino joining us from down in Florida. You're done now. You can go out on your deck and luxuriate in 80-degree weather.
Yeah, you know I will, too. I got a cup of coffee with me. I'm taking it with me. Yeah. We just got new coffee cups.
You deserve it. You deserve it. You worked hard.
Thanks, Dan.
Thank you, Dan.